How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode. You know, days like this right here, this wind map, by the way, awesome wind map for fishing. Just type in what's in the browser and it'll show you it. But days like these, sustained 20 to 25 mile per hour winds out of the north when it's 15 degrees, these aren't the best ice fishing days. But you know what? We're going to send it anyway. We're going to keep our backs to the wind and we're going to make it work. It's going to be a little cold out there, but it's ice fishing. It's always cold. What I'm targeting today in this small pond next to me, I'm going after a fish I never really ever get to target, mostly because people just eat them all, are big crappies. I love catching big crappie. I very rarely ever have the opportunity to do so. They seem to be a rare fish, especially around the Chicago suburbs, to where if everyone knows there's crappie in a pond, people go there and just keep them and eat them. I've heard reports of a good amount of crappie coming out of this pond and some big ones. My buddies have caught them. So that is the lead I am following today, and you guys will come along with me as I try to catch some crappie and hopefully some bass. I didn't have any plastic, so I stopped at a Walmart and picked up these Arky sexy tail shad, so I think we're gonna have to like cut this part off, but that right there looks like a really good ice fishing bait. Just gonna be using small tungsten jigs. Again, crappie is the goal. I'll take some bass if they bite. I'll take some big bluegill, but today is all about the black crappie. I am so incredibly bundled up. It is time to get to work. All I have to find these crappies: hand auger, Garmin Panoptics, tripod to show you guys all the giant slabs I'm gonna catch, of course, this tiny little jig in plastic. First obstacle is going to be getting to the pond. It was so cold for so long, but the last 2 days were like 55 and raining, so the shorelines could have gotten a little chummy. Oh, these look fine. Is it fine? Oh, this is so fine. Yeah, we're good. All right, I'm gonna drill a ton of holes in this basin. Hopefully I find them. No! Hey, 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 hey! Oh my God. Come here. This is insane. The damn wind is pushing the Panoptics holder across the pond. Come on. Gotcha. Okay. Obviously it's way too windy with way too slick of ice to put things on the ice. Great start to the day right there. All right, just got everything set up, and there is indeed a fish down there. There he is, going down to the bottom. He's right there, he won't come up. First mark, did not want to bite. Literally right when I dropped my jig in, he was there. Well, we've been here for close to 10 minutes now. One mark shied away, one mark committed and bit, but Chris screwed up. Didn't hook him. That was missed hooks at number 4 for the day. Here's another one. It's coming right at the jig. Got that one. What is this? Ooh. Ooh. Beefy bluegill. I drilled way too small of a hole, so that unit kind of gets in the way. I had to take it out, but that's a damn big bluegill right there. That's the biggest bluegill I've caught this season. You're almost as big as Bear Gills. Not quite, but you're close. Look at that, all the way past my hand. That's a platter right there. Cool. The day didn't start out too well, but I caught my biggest bluegill for the season, so that's a plus right there. I am 1 for 5 with hook sets on the day. Gotta bump that number up. We gotta do better than that. If I get one big crappie on the day, I'll be very happy. And I'm gonna say big is over 12 inches for these small suburban ponds, and they're black crappies too. Black crappies are smaller than white crappies typically, so if I get a black crappie over 12 inches, I will be stoked. All right, now that I know there's fish in the area, I'm gonna set up the big camera right on the graph to show you guys what's going on underwater too. There's my jig right there, bouncing in between 8 and 9 foot. Hopefully we'll get some fish to move in pretty quick here. This hole has been hot. I have not had to move from this hole because I'm seeing fish every minute or so. Look at, now there's more fish coming in from the right. These are all panfish. These are all bluegill and crappie. There is no shad in this pond. Oh my God, look at that. Oh! That fish just raced in from like 4 feet away in an instant and hit it. Didn't get hooked. All right, you know what? This hole has been really good to me with activity. It's had a lot of nice marks, but I need some new karma. I need to change something up because I can't hook those damn fish. Gonna move over her. Set up over here now. So all those, you can't see my jig, but all those fish racing up to about 5 to 6 feet, they're all racing at my jig. We're sitting in 8 foot. 4 feet to the left of me is 10 foot of water, that basin, and then 4 feet to the right of me is only 7 feet. So we're right on the drop off right here. There's obviously a lot of fish right here too. There don't think that's a bluegill. I don't think that's a bluegill. That's not a bluegill, that's a bass. Okay. Alright. Well, we finally hooked something. This guy's pulling out a lot of drag. Come on, fish. Oh, thank God. You got hooked. Okay, there he is. Decent pond bass through the ice. Finally hooked one of these damn fish, but even this fish, he's just barely skin hooked. Maybe that's what a lot of these bigger marks are. I fished this pond in open water and I've caught a lot of bass out of here. There's some big bass in here too, but anytime there's one of those, oh no, go in the hole, in the hole. There you go. There you go, buddy. Anytime there's one of those really big red marks, it's a fish that size. It's like a big crappie or a nice bass. That was about a 14-inch bass. So a 14-inch bass and a 14-inch crappie are going to show up pretty much the same on the sonar.
Brother, I mean, do you see the forecast? It's supposed to drop again.
Ooh, John, I finally got one. Finally got one. Oh my God. John, guess what I just caught? I'm on the phone with John. And I accomplished my goal for the day, guys. Guess what it is, John?
Largy?
Nope. Yeah, rare. Not so much rare, but you don't catch them a lot. Nice crappies.
Oh, big crappie.
Yeah, this guy's, I wanted to catch a 12-incher. If this one's not 12, it's 11 and a half.
Oh, it's a big one.
Oh, it's a big one, John.
Oh, shit. I brought the good luck.
You did. It's,
I didn't do anything.
I've seen a bunch of comments that I always catch really nice fish when I'm on the phone with my buddies. Like, in past videos, I've always caught some nice fish when I'm talking on the phone with Josh or Jack. Thank you for the good luck this time, John.
Yeah, you bet.
Victory! Oh, this feels so good, guys. Finally to get a crappie. I'll put him in the hole before he freezes up because it's very cold outside. There you go, bud. Yes! I was messing with that guy forever on the screen talking about a trip with John that I got coming up to Minnesota. That makes me so happy. That's what I came out here for. Mission accomplished, boys. We did it. About an hour and a half in, too. Now it's time to catch some more. Now that we know that a lot of these marks are probably big crappie. Oh, there we go. What is this? Oh, another nice crappie. Yes, yes, I'm on the crappie. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. Oh, you little buggers are so hard to find, so hard to catch, and I've got you. These fish are consistently, at least around me, these fish are consistently the hardest to find and then target in the Chicagoland area. Not many of these places even have crappie, and the ones they do, like I said, they just get eaten. They're crappie. Everyone loves eating them. I have lived in the Chicago suburbs my entire life, and I have never, ever, ever found a crappie pond. I fished hundreds of ponds through my life, through high school and early years of college, looking for mostly bass, but I mean also crappie. Ooh, what is this? Is this another crappie? Nope, this is heavy. Oh no, I'm sliding on the ice. I'm sliding on the ice fighting this. Oh, this is such a mess. And also, guys, I know I'm very dumb. Oh, it's a bass. And I also know I'm very dumb for having this transducer in the hole, but my hand auger takes 10 minutes to cut a hole. Usually with this Panoptix, you drill a hole next to your hole so that you don't have to do that, because it is big, but oh, all right. You weren't a crappie, but I will take a bass through the ice any day. Oh, he smoked it. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's a huge bluegill. Oh my God. That is a giant bluegill. Holy crap. Look at this thing. That is the biggest bluegill I've ever seen. That's bigger than Bear Gills. What? Look at this bluegill. Oh my God. I have never in my life ever gotten like all that excited over big bluegills, but look at this giant. That is, this bluegill's in a league of its own. Like earlier, I caught one that went up to my coat and got excited. Look at this. It's a good 2 inches past that. What? Oh my God. Let me get an official, kind of an official measurement. Okay, so he's flat on the ice. I mean, that bluegill is up to the bottom of the rod tip. Unfortunately, it's so cold, I don't want this fish to freeze. I mean, that is unbelievably big. And it's not even just big, it's fat. Look at how fat it is. What a fish. That just made my whole day more than the crappie. By far the biggest bluegill I've ever caught in my life. Want to make sure that fish lives, so I'm going to slide him in. I wish I could have had my big camera set up and gotten better footage of him, but I'd rather have the fish live than have him freeze. I can't believe that. So that fish went from the bottom of the rod cork to the tip right here. I cannot wait to measure that. That was scary big. That is bigger than the giant bluegill I have at home in the fish tank, Bear Gills. Holy crap. This pond is unbelievable. There he is. Oh my God, it's another giant bluegill. Oh my God. What? Another giant bluegill. I don't think this one's actually a bluegill. This one might be like a pumpkin seed or like a red ear, but holy crap, that doesn't change the fact that it's huge. Look at how thick it is too. The same as the last one. They're so fat. This one too. I don't have small hands. Look at that. This one is not as long as the bluegill. It's shorter by like a ½ an inch. Get him back in the hole. And this one's got different coloring too, but just another giant panfish still. There we go. What is this? Nice gill. Not a big one. See, like, whoop, there you go, back in the hole. A very respectable gill like that has just become tiny to me after those two giants. Now I understand why people love chasing magnum bluegills. Every mark I see now, I just get so excited expecting it to be one of those just dinner platters. Well, what do we have here? Oh, this has to be a bass. I should be able to see it sometime here soon. There he is. Oh yeah, another decent bass. The bass are active today, the crappie are active, the bluegill are active. The only thing that could possibly make this video just that much better would be a big bass, because we've caught some pretty damn big crappie. Not giant crappie, but some big crappie. And obviously we've caught those mammoth bluegills, so I mean, a 4-pound bass through the ice would really be the cherry on top. That's not necessary, but that would be quite the trifecta. This is not coming without a price. My hands are just done for. They're so cold. What do we got? What do we got? Oh my God, it's a huge crappie. It is a huge crappie. Yes, 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 yes. Can this day of ice fishing get any better? Yes, it can. We can catch a giant crappie. Victory! Oh, this has been the best day of ice fishing I've ever had. Victory! Let's see how long this guy is on the rod. Let's see how long this guy is on the rod. I want to make sure his fins don't get too frozen. It is. Oh no! Don't fall off, because it is very cold out here. So this guy is basically he's right under that second guide tip. Can't wait to see how long this guy is. Giant black crappie. I need to start bringing a tape measure out while I'm ice fishing. Score, score, score. So many scores on the day. This has been unbelievable. Again, just a tiny little tungsten jig with a piece of plastic that I bought from Walmart. That's not even an ice fishing plastic. It is miserably cold out here, and I have more than enough content to make a video, but I don't want to leave. I just want to keep catching big fish like that. They're biting, so why would I ever leave? Yeah, that's true. Oh, 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 what is this? What is this? Oh my God, drag singing. Drag singing. I'm on the phone with my dad, and the drag is singing. Okay, this has to be a bass.
Just call me back later.
I'll call you back later. Oh, this fish, please don't break off. Please don't break off. I'm using such light line. It's easy to break off with a hole like this. Oh, come on. Oh, this is so intense. These little rods make it insane. No! Son of a... Ugh. I can't be upset after the day I've had, but it really hurts losing fish like that. That was a big bass. That had to be a 4 or 5 pound bass. The way it was just ripping out line like that, doing whatever it wanted. Whew. Or a world record crappie. But probably more likely a 4 or 5 pound bass. There's plenty of them in here. I fish here in open water, like I said, but bummer. At least he didn't break me off. At least I just lost him. That's a lot easier to take than breaking off and leaving a hook in a fish. I swear, every time I'm on the phone with someone is when I hook a really good fish. Oh. Just like that. There's another one. Oh, this is another bass. No, and this one popped off too. God. Ah. Just got to keep sending it down there. There's obviously a school of bass moving through. There we go. What is this? Nice crappie. Another nice, beautiful. Oh, he's going all over the damn place. Oh, come on, fish. Oh, another beautiful black crappie on the day. This one's not nearly as big as that last one I caught. Just as fun. Maybe that's why it was difficult to try to get these fish to bite. I don't think I had a soft plastic on. Nevertheless, this black crappie wanted it. Oh, what is this? What is this? It came up suspended. Every time I gain on him, I just lose so much more. Oh, this is so intense. I have not seen this fish yet. Oh, it's a big bass. All right. There's an exclamation point on the day. Look at that, just barely skin hooked right in the roof of the mouth. What a day out here on the ice. What a day. As you can tell in the tone of my voice, it has gotten significantly weaker, I guess. I've just been shivering for a half hour now. I really shouldn't be out here, but the bite is just way too good. I had to switch the batteries out because they were so cold. They're just dying on me. Here's another beautiful little black crappie here. This one's probably another like 11-incher. Just an amazing day on the ice. We are hooked up again, boys and girls, to another bass, I think, because it's ripping. It's a ripping. Oh, catching bass through the ice is so fun. Like, I at this point in the day, I really can't decide whether I want it to be like a nice sized bass, a big crappie, or a big bluegill. Because they're all so fun in their own way. Oh God, no, I reeled to the rod tip. Another pretty good bass. Wasn't paying attention, reeled that right to the rod tip. Another beautiful fish. We'll put him back down before my gloves get any more soaked. I guess it doesn't even matter at this point because they're already so wet. And those of you watching this just getting into ice fishing, this right here, this doesn't happen. This is by far the best day I've ever had ice fishing a pond. That's why I've stayed out here for so long in the cold, because bites like this just, they don't happen a lot. I'll bet you I could come here next week and barely catch a couple and just think, where'd all these fish go? Some days they want to bite, some days they don't. These fish were very, very active today, much to my surprise. Well, folks, I am leaving this absolutely amazing pond right now. My fingers and my face are frozen. I've been outside for 6 hours. That's way too long, but I mean, as you guys could see, the bite was just too good to leave. The sun's still up. I'm not leaving because the sun set. I'm not leaving because I'm too cold to fish. I'm leaving because I actually filled up my GoPro SD card. That is the first time I have ever done that in a year and a half of filming. I filled up over 2 hours of GoPro footage for you guys today. There's like over 50 clips. I don't even know if I can fit it all in one video. It's just so much. Best day I've ever had pond ice fishing. Not much to say after a day like that. So I'm gonna stop blabbing. I'm gonna get warm. I sincerely hope each and every one of you enjoyed.